In this video, I'll show you a quick game analysis and what I was thinking during this game. So let's go to the review. In the previous game, we had a game pretty similar like this. I basically just put a lot of pressure and he had to put all of his pieces in the center and it was pretty clogged, and then I got a insane tactic. So definitely watch that one after this one. And again, this opening, very known opening. So e4, and I have everything memorized until this point. From here on out, I'm pretty much on my own. So I just develop one of the knights. In Dutch, we call it the three golden rules. The three golden rules of the opening. So first take the center, develop knights and bishops, and my mouse is doing annoying. After which you have to castle, and those were the three golden rules. If you get a bit better after the three golden rules, activate your queen, activate your rooks, and if you generated this much activity, you should look for a pawn break in the center. If the plan is to play with your activity, go for a pawn break in the center. If you plan on attacking his king, try to log the center, maybe throw a pawn storm or convert your active pieces to the side of your king. Generally, if you developed everything, right? And the king is castled here, try to make a pawn chain like this, block the center, and then convert all of your pieces behind the pawn to the king. That's a very easy game plan for the middle game, and only knowing those two game plans. Like, I have more activity than my opponent, pawn break in the middle. My opponent's king looks a bit weak, or I want to attack it, clog the center, go for it. And preferably pawn chain towards where his king is. If you just know those two plans, you should be ready for almost every game. And if you like this very applicable style of teaching I give you, you shouldn't miss out on it. You should subscribe. Like, this is very applicable. I'm giving you a lot of students struggle with, like, the opening. I mean, I can look it up. I could learn, memorize a bit, and it will be fine. But the middle game, no one knows. So that was a little masterclass on the middle game. So if you don't want to miss out, subscribe. And so again, I by the way played book move, book move, book move, best move, and book move. I do not know this opening. I know that this looks like a King's Indian if he does this. Otherwise, it's like a Philidor or something, except the Philidor is with this pawn chain, and I don't know why he did this. So the only reason he does this is to stop my knight, to put his knight here, play for this pawn break, which is a very King's Indian style of playing. But this looks bad because I don't have the option to block the center, and in the King's Indian you do want the blocked center because you have this pawn chain towards probably my king, and then you just throw your pawns after this pawn break and I block it. So this is like a messed up, bad version of a King's Indian. So the best move was to chase this, but I'm like up 1.4. I did look at it before and I do not know. So this blocks my bishop, which I already don't like. If he plays the best move, I should just keep marching. This is, by the way, a free pawn, which you cannot take because I can attack your bishop, after which I can move my knight attacking yours. You have to go back and I can attack your knight again, take back probably, your knight has to move again. And now sacrifice, yeah, this pawn sacrifice is a reoccurring theme. And yeah, just go after the weakness of this pawn. And you should defend. I can still just take or get in like this. I do not understand why I would do this though. Now this diagonal is actually pretty blocked. Yeah, so like very, very weird lines. Also, we are giving him this. Very weird lines. With a lot of these pawn sacrifices to double it, and like the logic of it is to try and exploit this weakness, but low-key, the bishop covers most of the weaknesses, and I don't know, it's quite tough. So I have to sacrifice this pawn, and you cannot take it because of that whole sequence where the pawn sacrifice, and somehow he can do so many variations for it to look good, but the computer is completely fine with everything. So if I go here, you go there, bishop has to go back, and now I'm completely winning because I can keep marching. Takes, knight takes, yes, now I'm re-threatening this. You have to just let me have the bishop, and I have to play this. I don't understand the idea of this move. And what if you just queenside castle this? Okay. Oh, so I just keep this a threat so that you cannot castle. That's nice. So I have to do this. Now I can keep developing. Yeah, my knight is very strong here, just making sure you cannot castle. And now I have this pawn break, but it doesn't even look that good. Take. Clog everything. Like, sorry, I am up 2 points. 2. Why? I don't see where my advantage is. Take, and okay, like, takes. Take with the knight, and okay, your pawn structure is horrible, but that's about it, though. I know I went pretty deep in these sample lines, but there is a lot of things to learn in sample lines, like just looking at some random sample lines and how the computer plays against itself is always very, very useful, but I do not understand that one line. So he chased my bishop and kept chasing my knight. So now my knight is defending this but attacked. So I'm probably about to lose a pawn. How do I choose to lose a pawn is something else though. So I can come here. This doesn't really accomplish much. So let's say I can go here. You can take, you can take. If you take and I take back, I do get an open rook, and now my center is defended, so that doesn't look all too good. So probably here you take this first and keep this a thing, and no, you should take this, and if you take this, the problem is I can chase your bishop. I can keep chasing your bishop. You should try and trap my bishop, so I can try and trap your bishop. You should trap my bishop. I should trap your bishop. You can sacrifice your bishop. I can sacrifice my bishop. And after takes, rook takes, I have successfully given up 2 pawns instead, but with a lot of activity. And now there goes my activity. So this sampling is quite crazy again. But I mean, he has to defend this already, so I can go here. And you cannot actually, I have to let myself get forked. Sacrifice my rook. So I can take with the threat of what? I have no clue what my threat is. Like, this is a crazy game. Like, I have to find that brilliant move and I don't even know for what. I'm just down material, but somehow winning. It's a crazy game. So that's another sample line. And by the way, what you should learn about is like if your opponent is trapping your bishop. Let's say I just waste a move, right? So if your opponent is trapping your bishop, counter trap the bishop, but here he could take, I take, and then, this is not all too good for him. Here I'm quite winning actually. Again, and even though he's up a pawn, this knight will probably get kicked. Your king is quite weak. You have to attack me again like this, and I have this nice move. To be honest, and now I can win this if I want, but I don't even want it. So now you can defend it. Take. King takes. Queen there? Nope. Yeah, you have to defend against my infiltration, otherwise I can come in here. And you will have to defend the checkmate like this, which looks quite depressing. Oh, and you have to cover this. Yeah, I mean, I'm still winning, but it's quite equal, and this is a crazy game. So, what I wanted to show is that after, like, takes, you would think I take a bishop, they take a bishop, and let's say you take a pawn and they can take this pawn back, which means you lost a pawn. Try to sacrifice your bishop first, and this assures that at least you get something for your bishop. Otherwise, you would have just wasted your bishop. And if he saves his bishop, you can take, he has to take back like this, and your bishop survives, actually. And here we're still down 2 pawns, but completely winning, which is mind-blowing. Again, I want to sample. Oh, this threatens me. Attack. Check here. Yeah, I can take this indeed, and this is my threat, so you cannot actually take it back. Just quite funny. I can attack your queen again. Is your queen trapped? Your queen is straight up trapped. So I have to take, and can I take the rook first? Yeah, I can take the rook first. Your queen is still trapped. Oh, no, it's not. Wait, why was it trapped before? Oh, because my bishop covers this. So I have to take, and I cannot take. I have to take, and now I'm up the exchange. And you wasted a lot of time. Can I take? I can't. Why can I not? Because it's defendable. Ish. Attack the queen. You have to go back. I can attack your queen again, or just ask a trade. Yeah, now I'm up. So, like, this is incredible. I have so much pressure that every variation leads to a tactic. And even though I'm down 2 points of material, I'm completely winning. Which is actually crazy. So, he attacked me. What I actually did was this. So I thought that this was a better loss of a pawn. After take with the wrong pawn, I can now chase your bishop. Chase your bishop again, which blunders my whole advantage. I should castle kingside. I thought about going queenside. The problem I had is with check, queen blocks, now I have to trade queens and I'm probably losing. Inaccuracy. And let's say take to queenside castle fast. Now I queenside castled, but you can just kingside castle and be nope. Oh, because you have to rotate and lose all of your control. I mean, sure, but that's pretty lucky, to be honest. Like, if he could develop his bishop in any other way, I would be losing. So that was my problem with that. So I thought about this check, and I thought that this was actually pretty nice. And here he makes a quite instructive mistake. So obviously this is a threat to pin the queen to the king, and you should cover that for sure. But the problem being that you just gave a check, and why was it a mistake? Like, actually, you can pause the video and try to figure out, like, why is that a mistake? Knowing that I just went here, like, the best move was going here for some reason. I do not understand that move, though. I mean, it's the same thing, but slower. Way slower. I can keep chasing the queen. It won't be trapped, right? It's not. Check. You have to go here. Take back like this, and now I still don't understand why I'm winning. This threatens checkmate, by the way, which is just something to note, but he can play bishop here. So going back, why is this a mistake? Pause if you want. So the point is that after you go here, I can move my king here, which I thought was better. The engine disagrees, but I don't care. Honestly, like, I think this is the best move still. And now the biggest problem is that after everything you do, I can just put a rook here, attack your queen, and you have to leave. Your queen is completely blocked in, so you have to go back. So what happened from a couple of moves ago, my king went here, my rook went here, and it's my move again. And what happened, your king went here and your queen stayed on the same place, because here went here, king here, rook there, queen there. So I got one move, two move, and it's my move again for your one move. Which, by the way, blocks your knight completely. That's why it's a mistake. How can we avoid these types of mistakes is the biggest point, right? So I could just throw the principles and say, like, you wasted the move, don't do that. Yeah, but that won't help you. What will help you is, how do you calculate this? So you want to give a check. Yeah, so, like, what are the variations? This looks nice, this looks nice, I cannot put anything else in the way. You could take this, which looks fantastic for you. So blocking isn't the problem. What are the other ways to stop a check? Taking the piece that's giving a check. I cannot take this queen. So blocking is fine. I cannot take. So my other variations are running with the king. That's how you should think. So check, how can I run? Only two variations. What do I do after both of these variations? Well, if check here, let's calculate. The threat is obviously to go here, so if king there is your only move that you think of, and you just have to go back, don't give the check. My opponent had 13, let's say 14 minutes. He should have calculated that severely. Like, give a check, blocking is fine. You cannot capture, so running is the only thing. Two variations. This isn't really threatening much because I need another move for it. This is threatening something instantly. How do you cover it with this horrible move if that's the only thing you find? So that's a mistake. That's why, and that's how to avoid it. And if you like tips like this, which are very practical, subscribe. Like, don't miss out on these. Like, this is actual very valuable content, and, like, see what happened, and this is how you should think. Like, what did the last three moves do? Well, I got this move, and it's my move again. You got this move. So we just wasted two moves. And I activated my king, I activated my rook, and it's still my move. That's horrible. So it takes, and I give it check. You go there. So here I thought, how can I break open this king? And I played this move. Not the best move, but whatever. And he tries to go for counterplay, which is pretty good of him. And I just try to post threats. So my threat, I see a king and a queen on the same diagonal. I think, can I attack this diagonal? Of course I can. I have a bishop of that same color. So now you're thinking you play this move and praying that he doesn't defend it. Wrong. If I were to play this move and it was a bad move, only praying that he doesn't spot one of the two ways to defend it, that would be hope chess. Moving the king is another way, but it's quite cramped. That would be hope chess, but I'm not playing hope chess. This is completely different. I play this move just because, first of all, it activates my bishop more. I have more options with my bishop. Second of all, now my rook is opened up. Third of all, you have to defend against a threat, aka probably wasting a move. So this is not the same thing as just hoping that he blunders this. He can defend this. I think I play this, he defends it. I still like this position more than 2 moves ago. That's what I was thinking. So this is not the same as hope chess. Big difference. He defends like this, which I didn't see. I thought about this move, which is better. And I made a mistake. Apparently, takes, king takes. Now, queen here, trying to check. You have to go here and check. Best move is to take the file so that if I check you here, you can block. So here already I could check, only move, check, only move to not lose a queen. Put more pressure, and you have to defend. What are you defending here? What if you just move? Take back, check. You cannot block because I mean, check here doesn't work because this is still defended. Oh, probably because of check. Check? Nope, 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 nope. My best move here. So like, I would love to play this, but this is in the way and I cannot really do anything about it. I would love to force the king somewhere here, but there is no way to do so. I have a checkmate here. Starting with a rook sacrifice. Oh, because I can give a check and now the king is gone. Okay, that's a beautiful tactic. So how do you spot that from here? How you spot that? I mean, putting the king here would be nice. But how do you calculate? I mean, you should calculate all the forcing moves. That's how. So you should calculate check. There is only one move to survive. If you don't take my rook, by the way, if you go here, I have this, and that will lead to maiden 1. So all of these aren't variations. If you go here, I can just pin you like this, which is apparently a mistake because I go to a maiden 4 instead of a maiden 2. Check block mate. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, so you know, same thing. So calculate all the forcing moves, and now you should see that if the king leaves this why do I miscall it? This row, it's a free queen, and then you find this check. Yeah, I should have seen that. Just calculate all of the forcing moves always. So that's the threat you are defending. So already I can check here and have a free rook. And trade all of my pressure for something tangible, but I can put more pressure so that I can exchange it for more tangible I mean winningness, if you will. If you go here, take, check. What's my threat? Go here, give another check. If you go there, I have a mate. So I have to block with the queen. Disgusting. This leads to check. Block, mate. That was what I calculated. So you cannot do that. Check, and if you go here, that leads to check. Here, rook exchange. You cannot take it. I can take, you have to run. Check again, block with the bishop. Check again, like this. Go there, check again. Which, by the way, is a free queen already. And now I take the free queen. That's not usually how it goes. Check. Oh, it's a check. You check me. So take, check. Nope, take the rook. Now mate in 3 with check. What if you take? I have a mate in 2 with check. Go here, and what's next? Or just this. Oh, that's more disgusting. I can just play a slow move and... Okay, fair enough. So that leads to a mate in 16, but it's way more difficult than the mate I just showed you. So in this position, right, this didn't happen. I took, which was a mistake. I didn't see all of those checkmate in 20. Sorry for that. And this was bad. So what I was trying to do was putting a rook here and your queen is trapped, and I'm also just attacking a pawn. So if my attack doesn't succeed, I at least got a pawn and have something to show for it. But this is a mistake. I thought that was a pretty smart move, because otherwise here, but I mean, I guess that you can defend it by pushing your pawn, fair enough. And now I have this. So now I'm threatening this. I'm threatening infiltration. I'm threatening infiltration like this. I'm threatening a lot of different things. So you have to go back again so that you cover this, and I have nothing. And here I played a mistake. So what I should have done, I moved my bishop to activate this here. And I should have just done that. So best move, and here, can I sacrifice a rook? No, now I have to infiltrate. And after ask for a queen trade, I have to pin. And after takes, can I now sag the rook? Nope, more pressure. You should defend more. And now I can take a pawn. You can infiltrate with the rook. And I can block your rook. That's beautiful. Defend. I can take a free pawn. I have to sacrifice a rook in a move. What? What is even the threat? I do not understand. Like this? I don't know. What if you just go back? What's the threat? I mean, this is impossible. Like, what? So I have to run? And now I can sack a rook. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. If takes... And if you take here, I can take with a check, which is quite devastating. Block. Take with a check, you have to take with the queen, and I can take a free rook. And running away is quite difficult as well. Check doesn't do anything. It does do anything. Something. Here, check? No, it leads to a mate in 6. I mean, whatever. So that's beautiful. But what if you just defend? I can infiltrate, but this rook doesn't do anything. And it's not attacked. I'm so confused. These lines are so weird. Best move. And just slowly push this. Disgusting. And I don't even fork you. What happens if I do this? Takes. Oh, and if I take, you can take back. Can you just do that? There's no threat here. Check. Go back. Check. And I do win a queen for it. Yeah, you cannot take this because of takes. This takes back and just win a rook. Oh, you can go here. Fair enough, and now I have to give a check. And, oh, you don't win my bishop. I mean, whatever. So this is quite a complicated line again, with a very slow and unclear threat. But all of this didn't happen. I went for this inaccuracy, but this is a mistake. So what is he trying to do? I can trap his queen, except it has 2 squares now. And then I'm not really sure. I mean, I could take the rook, and if you take back, I get check. You have to go here, and this is mate. I don't know why I did not do that. Oh, because you go here with a check, that was it. I have to go, and now you can trade. Trading is horrible because I can infiltrate again. And if you have so much variations, like somehow the queen doesn't have a check, which is already pretty weird. Second of all, you could take my pawn, but then I take the rook with a check. Fair enough. So you have to go here. Now I could take. You have to take my pawn now. Then I have a free rook. It's, by the way, equal. Except this is a pin and you have to move for some reason. Is this too threatening? Here. And then maybe check, so that take with a check. You have to go. Oh, you cannot go. Oh, yes, because I did give this check. I mean, it's so complicated. Why is this up 7? It's equal in material. Like, what if you just put your queen more active? Rook here, sacrificing a bishop. I mean, to be fair, I do get a lot of checks out of this. Check. If you go here, that should... it's not a mate instantly, but... Check. Go here. And now this very slow move, which I for certain will not find. How is this so losing? Takes with a check. Take back. Check. Only move. Pin. Disgusting. This is such a tactical game. I thought I wouldn't be able to fill a whole video with this, but this game is just so crazy. So again, like a million tactics, and for some reason I was scared of that check, so I blocked. Apparently, if he gave the check, I was up 7, but I mean, if you didn't see the checkmate in 16, drop me a subscription, because you do need it. Because if missing a mate in 16, come on guys. So I thought that would lead to a instant mate after like take, and I would find something. So I basically completely sacrificed both of these pawns just for this. Which is correct, which is very aggressive, but correct. And he plays queen here, which leads to a maiden 9, which I obviously found. The maiden 9 is takes. Now I have to take the rook. He has this check, he has this check. He has a queen sacrifice. With other rook checks, he could try to maybe sacrifice this rook. He had so many moves. Engine isn't phased at all. Check, go back, check, go here, give up this pawn, run here, and you're totally safe. You could even sack the rook, and I don't even have to take. Because you go here, if you try to have another move somehow, I can ladder you, If you try to attack my rook so I cannot ladder you, I can ladder you. And this. And check here, here. I also have this checkmate, which is, in my opinion, very clean. I would love this check. So you can try whatever you want, and I was completely safe here. And to be fair, I had like 7 minutes to calculate it. I should have calculated it. I was scared though. I am annoyed by the blue. So I was scared and I thought about this move, putting more pressure and defending this. So you could check me, but I could just run here and now everything is defended and this is way easier to calculate. I did this in 40 seconds. So this variation is way easier to calculate. Obviously still winning. You cannot move the knight because I will have check. You have to go here and you have to cover this mate, but you cannot move this knight and cover this square. So your knight is still trapped-ish, basically pinned to a checkmate. He's basically pinned to this square. It's attacked and now it's attacked once more. And he tried to infiltrate. By the way, I block all of your infiltration. That was a very stupid try. Even check I could block like this and I cover all of your infiltration, so you could try to sacrifice the rook, but you're too late, I think. If I take, check, block, maybe block with the rook first. That looks better. So take, so that I can take, block with the rook. If you check, I can come here. If you check again, I can come there and I'm totally safe. This is still visioned on this, so I could take from the first point. I mean, take you can take back because I can instantly take. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going crazy apparently. So take with the queen, and this always leads to mate in one. You have checkmate in one, checkmate in one, checkmate in one, checkmate in two. Probably even some disgusting sacrifice somewhere. I don't see it though. Check to lure him here and then check. Is that still me? I think it is. Okay, you just have to push him back so you can ladder mate him again. There's no crazy yeah, made in 25 now. Sad. So there's no like queen sacrifice checkmate, sadly enough, but that was very instructive. If you don't want to miss out on all of these tips, subscribe is the only thing I can say. I think I played this very practical, very easy. It was very complicated, but I went through it very nicely. And to be fair, like there are a lot of very complicated sample lines, but those are the ones you can learn a lot about, and I hope I did a good job of instructing you. For all the people that watched until this point, I have like 40 subscribers now, which I want to thank you a lot for. I very much like making content. I enjoy doing this a lot, to be honest. Thanks for that. This is like a little Easter egg for the people that are still watching. Thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next one.